This is going to be a topic that, as you guys know, pains me to do, but brace yourselves as I'm going to get through this. So please brace yourselves. I'm here to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, my Philadelphia Eagles. The one who I put on a pedestal and said that the Cowboys cannot quit us. Well, I'm here to tell you guys that the Cowboys have surpassed us and we have officially hit rock bottom. Now, please note, I take that back. We will hit rock bottom Monday because I'm looking at this like the Eagles have been so embarrassing to me, playing so bad. And this hurts me because I'm a die-hard Philadelphia Eagles fan. But I must admit, the Dallas Cowboys just look better than us. It's okay. We have looked far more better than the Dallas Cowboys for the past few years. It's like I'm kind of sad. I'm complaining, yes, because I'm a true fan and I'm hurt. But there's still hope. It's the playoffs. But then again, there's reality, which we suck, right? We suck. The team has given up on the coaches and Nick Siriani, in my opinion. I just don't think that these guys are picking up what he's putting down. Where do I start with this? As if I'm not already starting. Where do I start with this debacle? Like, it makes no sense to me. Nick Sirianni, he just cannot be the guy. Now, I'm all in favor of a guy keeping his job. Like, I truly am. But when you are an NFL coach, you have to have enough respect, reign, power, and fear in you and be able to strike that into the players to perform better and get the most maximum effort out of your team. And right now, I don't know if Nick's that guy, right? I just don't know if Nick's that guy. Because now, not only do I sense that there's headbutting amongst coaches, we see them, arguing on the sideline. There's headbutting with teammates. Let's just be honest, okay? The speech that AJ Brown came out and gave was all cool and dandy and whatnot, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. At first, I was looking at AJ Brown as the bad guy, the crybaby, the TO. Even though Terrell Owens is my favorite wide receiver of all times, I was looking at this as AJ Brown's just being a diva. Most wide receivers, they're divas, right? No, AJ Brown was right. When you want to win, when you want to play winning football and you're passionate, you just know that these things aren't aligned. You know how it feels. You made it to the Super Bowl last year. You know exactly how this feels when everyone isn't on the same page and people aren't firing on all cylinders. You know this. So I get that he came out and gave this rah-rah speech and saying, like, you know what, I bagged Nick Sirianni and this and that. Truth is, I believe that higher ups, just told AJ Brown to go out, kill it because the media was using it as a story to run with. But the truth is, AJ Brown isn't speaking to the media because this team isn't right. The players have given up. The secondary, to me, the secondary was, for the most part, the same secondary we had in the Super Bowl. We lost a few key players, right? We do have a lot of mediocre guys in our linebacker core in the secondary. I'm just being honest with you guys. Slay is very smart. Slay, you think you slick. Slay knew how ugly this stuff was getting, and he knew that this team wasn't the team of last year. He said, you know what? I'm finna go get knee surgery. I don't blame you, Slay, because you have saved yourself from being on the chopping block. Very, very strategic on your end. Bradbury, what are we doing? James Bradbury has been a disaster this year. Every team is going after him. Like what are we doing? Please give Eli Ricks and Ringo just the rest of the playoffs experience, build some confidence, and instill in them, because right now we have to start working on these younger guys. Nolan Smith, the linebacker, we have to start developing these guys. He is not a hit. Nolan Smith is looking like a bust, okay? But hopefully it's because he hasn't had much play time, and maybe after another offseason he could put on a little more size and a little more speed and he'll be okay. That's what I'm hoping for. But you see the disconnect with Jalen Hurts, man. The way he's looking at the coaches, the way he's just all season. He hasn't been satisfied because he knows from being in college at Alabama, from being in a winning culture to also seeing how things can get ugly and he can get benched. You have to think about what's going on in his psyche. You guys saw, like I saw when he was playing the Buffalo game and Jake Elliott hit that phenomenal field goal in that sleet, snowy, rainy, whack weather. Jalen Hurts was on the sideline just like in disbelief that he made it, but also disbelief that we're at this point. Well, we know we're a good team, but we just aren't clicking. And let me tell you guys something. You guys can see plain as day on his face that Jalen Hurts is just over it. Why do I not think we're going to win Monday? Because if I have a chance to be a multimillionaire playing football, body beat up, I'm more so looking at just the earliest opportunity to exit, go be with my family, spend some vacation time in the mountains, the islands, wherever these wealthy, well-off, high-end athletes are going to go in the offseason, right? So, honestly, I may just give you a half-ass game like I did with the New York Giants. Because clearly, from San Francisco to Dallas to Seattle Seahawks beating our ass, Arizona, Jesus Christ, Arizona and the New York Giants tearing us apart, made us quit. Where is the morale? Where is the spirits, the high spirits of confidence? We're just ready to get on with our lives and go into the offseason, strip everything down. If you keep me cool, if you cut me, fine. I'll find another team or I'll remain on this team at a better chance to win it all again next year. And I want to be real about certain things as I go through this rant. No, every team isn't going to go to the Super Bowl every single year. But what you want to give fans is a lot of hope. They ain't giving us no hope. They aren't giving us any hope, none whatsoever, with the disaster and effort that they are putting on the field. These guys are half tackling, right? They're playing 7 to 8 yards off of the offense. So the offense is going to pick us apart, we're giving them what they want. They're not going to try to beat us and get all smart and fancy and innovative with their play calling. They're like, okay, well, they're going to play 5-10 yards off of you. I'll just dump the ball to you, make them miss a tackle because obviously they can't tackle, and then we'll just blow them out. We'll shatter their confidence, and we'll control the game clock like they do. Literally, every team has been doing that. And let me get back to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, you my dog. I love you. I want to slap you, if I'm being honest. I want to slap you. Maybe this the phantom jumping out of me because I know you're a great player. But, dude, some of these wide open receivers that you are just leaving open, instead of taking the dump down plays, the easy check plays, trying to get these home run plays because you're having a hard time realizing that this isn't the same team of last year. The same team of last year was able to do that. I get it. You want to be able to just say, okay, guys, let's just go to the offseason, make a few tweaks. We'll be right back out there next season. No, you have to always reconstruct and rebuild your offense and defensive schemes. You always have to, because guess what? The book is out on you guys, so you have to keep switching it up so that no one can try to put their finger on you. And if they do have their finger on you, you have enough scheme changes to where they won't be able to put their finger on you all the way, right? So Jalen Hurts is having a hard time reading defenses in the blitz schemes. I think that Jalen Hurts needs to go into this offseason, heal, get surgery, do whatever you got to do to get this damn knee right, okay? Get your knee right and learn how to read defenses. Call Tom Brady. Man, I don't care if Tom Brady charged an arm and a leg for his services. That is he is the greatest of all time. Call him. If Shedeur Sanders can get a workout, I'm quite sure you can get a conversation. You have far more money than Shedeur Sanders. Now, I know Deion Sanders is his dad, but Jalen Hurts, just like you went into the offseason and got better as a pocket passer, you need to go into the offseason and recalibrate your mental on reading defenses and stop panicking and running all the way out to the left side and throwing the ball out of bounds. We've seen that about 50 million times this year. I'm just sick of it. But I will not take this from you. You are very resilient. I love the family you come from. I love the young man they built. I love everything about your makeup. But you have to become more vocal and not just too cool for school in the media. We get that's your niche. You like to go into the podium and be calm and say these philosophical statements and words, quote the Bible. I respect that because I'm a religious man myself. But you have to go into the off season and just get better at things, because the same thing happened with Dak Prescott. Now, look at Dak Prescott, MVP caliber year, but he also has everything in place. The receiver, the way that they are using CeeDee Lamb, why the hell don't we use AJ Brown that way? This guy is far more physical to me than Deebo Samuel. Far more physical to me. All we got to do is really use him like that. This guy does damage, and he stays healthy for the most part. Come on, man. The long ball should be, or the over-the-top ball should be for Smitty. You gouge the defense with your run game. Get back to running. Well, obviously the season is over with now. Get back to running next season, right? We had DeAndre Swift. Hopefully he comes back. I don't really know the terms of his contract, but hopefully he comes back. Get back to doing those simple things, man. The dump downs, the check downs, the running the ball, using AJ to gash defense open, and then it opens up the field for Devontae Smith to go over the top and be the Heisman winner we know him to be. Okay. Secondly, if I can identify these type of things as a fan, right, and just a lover of the game, how come these coaches can't? I mean, if I'm able to sit on the couch and do this, don't you think that you need to get rid of this OC and DC? I don't give a damn if you demote them back to being the ball boys or the water boy. This just isn't their time right now. Okay, this just isn't their time right now. This is not what's up. I want everybody to keep their job. I'm glad that they demoted Sean Desai and they told him to go upstairs. At least he still has a job. Okay, Pat Patricia, I don't know if this goes left, they may fire Nick Siriani. I personally think that it was just a bad season. Give him another season, okay? But I wouldn't be mad if they did fire Nick Sirianni, because I'm a believer of this. I've served in the military and I know this. You have to be a certain type of man to lead other men. And when other men aren't buying into you, they're going to disobey you. They're not going to take you seriously. They're going to look at you like a joke. Especially if you are a puppet. If the players can sense that you don't have any control and you don't have any cojones, and you can't stand up to the general manager and the owner and say, hey, let me do my job, they're not going to respect you. It's the same thing that the Dallas Cowboys always have dealt with their players and their coach. You got to give the coach reign. You have to give the coach supreme superiority to freaking do what they need to do. And right now, I don't think that the higher ups hired Nick Sirianni to do that. I think they hired him to just be a yes man. And players see that you're a yes man. They told you to get rid of the defensive coordinator. You did that. They made a lot. We saw where the players came out and said that they didn't like that. We need you to ride for us, because if you treated him like this and got off of a guy like this that you hired, that you really wanted, but you got rid of him because somebody else told you, then what are you going to do when it comes to me? You see what I'm saying? It's just human nature. Nonetheless, I am just ready to get through the playoffs. Hopefully we are, I hate to say this, but maybe we should just be. I'm not going to say hopefully. Maybe we should just be one and done. I think that we're better. 11-win season isn't so bad to be coming off the Super Bowl, especially when they gave us a gauntlet of a schedule that they did. They gave us a gauntlet of a schedule. Oh, my goodness. And you guys heard Michael Irvin say on Undisputed that these guys have played in 11 Super Bowls, because we are going to get everybody's best. That's just the name of the game. Like, you're going to get up for opponents that are more superior than you, or opponents that have made it farther than you. Same thing with the Lakers. The Lakers aren't just losing because they're bad. They're losing because they have LeBron James, and everybody wants to play against the greatest because it brings the greatest out of them. Same thing with the Philadelphia Eagles. Not going to compare anybody on that team to LeBron James, but you get what I'm saying, right? So, yeah, man, here we are, man. Go Birds, man. This is the season. A lot of disappointment, but I think that, you know what? You have to be able to go through the ugly just as well as you go through the good. So I'm still going to be 100% on my Birds. No, I don't like the way that this season is turning out, but I'm giving Philly hope that, hey, maybe we may figure something out in this game on Monday that we could take it to next season if we make it that far, and become better at. So you guys chime in on this, Philadelphia Eagle fans from all around the world. I want to hear exactly what you guys have to say about this. Like always, man, if you're new to the content and you like the content, man, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports media takes. Thank you guys so much. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.